$15 million. Not even the reciprocal of this value is worth the lives of Detroit citizens. According to Jonathan Thesson, publisher in the Harvard Journal of Legislation, he stated that as a result of the 9/11 attacks in New York, President George W. Bush issued and put into place the Homeland Security Act of 2002, which thus led to the formation of the Department of Homeland Security, abbreviated as DHS. And the overall function of this program and department was to prevent and monitor any terrorism threats or attacks to all U.S. borders. And it was divided up into 4 main divisions. The first division was the Information and Infrastructure Protection, which is more for information issued by the government. Border and Transportation Security was more for the Customs and Border Protection and Immigration. And third was Science and Technology, and the fourth was Emergency Response. So you're probably wondering why I'm using $15 million for this. I technically divided it up into 2 main innovations. The first innovation would take up $13 million, and the second would take up $2 million because it was less significant. The first one I would like to analyze is the X-ray use program. And so, as an alternative for random checks, which may be unfair and time-consuming, the X-ray program would technically scan all cars that cross the border, which means no car is left out, every car is checked. And it technically scans everything in the car to ensure that there are no firearms, weapons, or illegal substances. This is going to be implemented in 3 main locations in Detroit. The Detroit Metro Airport is the first. The second would be the Windsor-Detroit Tunnel. And the third would be the Windsor-Detroit Bridge. And this program has some breakthroughs. The overexposure to the X-ray could technically lead to more harmful effects in the human body, but those will be analyzed in further studies. And then the second program I'd like to talk about, which I used $2 million for, is a modified DHS trip program. A DHS trip, according to the DHS.gov website, is technically an application that you fill out. And this application requires the submission of certain documents of proof. And these proofs can be faked in some way, so I decided that it would probably be more sufficient and efficient to use a more protective way, such as enhanced and intense background checks, which are more direct, that could help lead to the protection of all Detroit citizens. So again, it is absolutely necessary to ensure the safety of all Detroit citizens, and by implementing these 2 new programs, I think that would help lead to their safety. And thank you.